The next stage in our process is going to be to enter the settings into the MCM and complete the commissioning. We can see here the motor faceplate actually interestingly installed inside the cabinet. We can see here we've got the rated current is around about 65 amps, 66 amps. We can see the rated RPM is 3,470. So we're going to enter that into the unit. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to switch the unit on. We're going to press down key once and go into enter settings. Note that every time we press something we have to press it again. If I were to press enter and press clear, that would cancel it. So we say enter, enter. The default password on an MCM is M. Enter, enter, and then we say enter, enter again to confirm that we like it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to check is the COM settings. Device address number 1, 19,200 baud, even parity, data bits 8, stop bits 2. This is fine, so we can leave it. Motor settings. So we're on 450 volts. Per phase voltage is going to be around about 240. So we'll change this to 240. Enter, enter confirms it. Nominal current. Well, on the faceplate it says 66.5, so that's what I'm going to enter. Next we're going to change the frequency. Frequency over here is not the same as in Europe, so it's 60 Hertz. And our RPM. We're going to change our calibration settings. Now, considering that our CTs have a ratio of 100 to 5, this means that our current calibration setting is going to be 20. We change the current settings now. Voltage calibrations are set to 1. We've got a 1-to-1 connection. Clear, clear takes us to the next menu. Now we're going to change the training settings, so run settings. We don't want this to train over a long time. 4,000 iterations is going to take you several days. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this to train for 15 and 15 or 20 and 20. I'm going to set this to 15. And then improve, I'm going to set this to 15 too. Clear, clear, takes us back to idle state. We've now connected the Moxa unit. As you can see, we've got the null modem adapter connected to the side of the box. We then have a serial cable that goes all the way around to the Moxa unit. The Moxa unit is then connected by a crossover Ethernet cable to the computer. What we're going to do now is change our serial settings on the TCP. Sorry, we're going to change the TCP settings so that we can communicate with the Moxa. So our computer is connecting via a crossover cable, so it needs to think it's connected to the same network. What we're going to do, we're going to go in Control Panel, Network and Sharing. We're going to go into Manage Network Connections, and we're going to change our IP settings. So the default IP of this Moxa unit is 192.168.1.150. We're going to change the IP of the computer to be one digit away from this. So 192 168.1.149. We're going to be on the same subnet mask. We're going to click OK. Now, to test that the unit is talking, we're going to open MCM config. In port settings, we should click TCP/IP. We should enter the IP address, so 192.168.1.150. Port number 4001 is entered into the Moxa unit already. 2000 milliseconds is fine. OK. We press connect and we can talk to the unit. We can see clearly that we've got comms. If we wanted to, we could download data, we could change settings, we can do whatever we like. We're going to close this. So we've opened up MCM SCADA, the main program. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to enter our TCP settings. So we go into settings, TCP servers. If the software prompts you for a password, you're going to enter username supervisor, password as default is blank. Number of TCP/IP converters in this case is 1. IP, port, the MCM device address in this case is number 1. So we're going to say that's OK. The first thing we do is we edit the location. So we've entered Crown Paradise Cancun, and we can put a description if we want to. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the motor. So we say right click, add motor. Motor name in this case is high pressure pump number 1. The address, MCM address, is number 1, and the motor type is a pump. And we've added the motor. The final step in the process, we're going to connect everything. So you see we still have the CTs with the shorting links connected. We're going to connect these. I haven't killed myself, so I'm assuming this is okay. We're going to connect the voltages. So we should have all the connections coming into this thing that we want. The next stage, we press up once. You can see it says check motor. Enter, enter. The unit has finished the check motor sequence. We can see that it comes up, assuming that it completes the sequence correctly with check motor values. Now we can check what these values are by scrolling through. If we use the up arrow, we can see that our power factor is pretty good. We've got active power, we've got voltage balance and current balance, we've got voltage and current readings, and then we've got our harmonics. So if we clear and go back to the main screen, the next stage is to put this into learn. So we press the up key twice and we press enter, enter. The unit is now learning.